What is up guys, hi once again, and I'm coming at you guys with another content of Cookie Run Kingdom. Previously, in a couple of videos back, I did talk about the cookies that actually climb up the meta, and I believe that if some cookies climb up the meta, then that means some cookies are supposed to come down. And in this video, I just want to talk about some of the cookies that have kind of lost their place inside of the meta after the release of Caramel Arrow Cookie. And you guys already know that we do have a new update that is coming up in about a week, and of course this is going to change once the new cookie comes out. But for right now, for this remaining time before the update, this is going to be how the meta is. So first of all, we're going to start off, it's going to be Hollyberry Cookies. So in the video that I talked about, we saw that, you know, Caramel Arrow as well as Madeline and Dark Cacao are some of the best frontline tanks that we have currently right now. However, because of the fact that Dark Cacao, Madeline as well as Caramel Arrow are being used greatly, Hollyberry has lost her place inside of the meta. So you are going to see a lot of people not using Hollyberry and using Dark Cacao as well as Madeline along with Caramel Arrow instead. And the reason is because Caramel Arrow is a great counter to Hollyberry. You know, because of the true damage that she is going to do with percentage of the cookie's maximum HP, Hollyberry is going to take the most damage because of her massive amount of HP pool that she has as an ancient cookie. Alright, so that's the reason why Hollyberry has lost her place inside the meta, and you'll rarely see people use her unless they don't actually have Dark Cacao or Caramel Arrow. They're still going to be using Hollyberry, but you're going to see a lot of people transitioning from using a double tank with Hollyberry and someone like Strawberry Crepes, Hollyberry, Coco, Hollyberry, you know, somebody else, and then you're going to see a lot of people use Caramel Arrow and Dark Cacao or Caramel Arrow and Madeline instead, especially in the top ranks. And the next cookie I'm going to talk about is going to be our T-Knight. So I did talk about it in previous video that T-Knight is probably going to be coming down out of the meta, and we'll see him not being used as much, especially after the Caramel Arrow update. And the reason why is this: Caramel Arrow once again has percentage damage, pure damage, right? That is going to ignore defense as well as damage resist, and it's going to base the attack solely on the HP. And because of that fact, Caramel Arrow is going to cause T-Knight to die first, rather than having the chance of him using the Wrath of Commander buff along with the Insignia, which is going to be the sole point of having T-Knight inside of the team. Because of the fact that he is in the front line and Caramel Arrow is pretty much going to be melting away the tanks with her arrows as well as the burst damage at the end, T-Knight is going to have a hard time surviving inside of this meta currently. And I don't know how it's going to be when the new cookie comes out, but for right now, I have to say T-Knight is going to slowly come down out of the meta, especially because Sorbet as well as Caramel Arrow are being used greatly. So picking it up from all the tanks, that is going to also include Strawberry Crepe. Strawberry Crepe has always been a great tank for a lot of players, especially because of the 50% damage resist buff that they are able to provide to two of the middle cookies. However, because of the fact that there's just so many different comms, you know, revolving around Caramel Arrow doesn't always target the middle lane, right? Caramel Arrow doesn't only target the squishy cookies. Caramel Arrow solely is designed to destroy and melt away the tanks first, and that's the reason why Strawberry Crepe as well as once again Hollyberry and T-Knight are going to be losing a place inside of this meta currently. Of course, if you do not have any of those cookies, you can still climb all the way up to masters, you know, lower masters with the cookies like Hollyberry, Strawberry Crepe, T-Knight. However, within the top ranks, you're gonna have a more successful you know, win rate if you guys do use someone like Caramel Arrow as well as Madeline rather than having a Strawberry Crepe cookie. And the next one along with Strawberry Crepe is going to be Coco. Coco actually has lost a place inside of the meta even before I would say Caramel Arrow has come out, especially with T-Knight being inside of the meta as well as Dark Cacao coming out. Coco kind of lost the place within the double tank meta and was replaced with, you know, Strawberry Crepe and Dark Cacao, T-Knight and Dark Cacao. But right now, because of the fact that, you know, there's the immunity as well as herb having purify and things like that. Coco's stun immunity is not as great as it used to be, and it's not as useful as it used to be, especially because Coco doesn't do any damage except for her skill, right? She basically has her basic attack as a heal, which is not really great, and she will just have to be a kind of like a placekeeper for cookies that you don't have in the near future or right now currently for the meta. A cookie that I do want to talk about solely that has lost kind of a place inside of the meta alone for the arena is going to be Almond. Alright, so if you guys remember, Almond Cookie has been a main key point of a one-shot team, but because of the fact that there's just so many different teams coming out right now without using Almond for that one-shot, you know, using someone like Sea Fairy, Frost Queen, Caramel Arrow, you don't need to have Almond anymore to do, you know, that one-shot damage, right? They reduce so much AoE damage that Almond is not required. And if you're solely raising up Almond for the arena, then that's not going to be a good thing. If you want to invest first in cookies that are going to be good all around, then you definitely should be looking at a different cookie rather than Almond. Of course, Almond is still being used inside of the guild boss battle and is being used greatly. I personally use him as well, so he's not a completely useless cookie, but he is going to be coming down from the meta for the arena as of now. And lastly, I do want to tell you guys, you know, we saw a cookie that kind of rose up from the way bottom till the top, and that is going to be Cream Puff. But Cream Puff right now has lost a place inside of the meta as well with the rise of herb as well as pomegranate. Cream Puff is probably not going to be the best support cookie that you want to be investing in, especially because she is going to be guild gacha exclusive. So I do want to let you guys know that if you're planning to level up as well as invest in Cream Puff for the arena, that is not going to be the best idea for you. But right now, guys, just wanted to let you guys know those are going to be a couple of the cookies that you should be watching out for, and you should be thinking about before you guys actually invest in them. Of course, this does not mean that they're not going to be used at all ever again. Of course, once you know, arena meta shifts as well as, you know, new cookies come out, there can be shifts again. Caramel Arrow might come down, Dark Cacao might come down a little bit, and new cookies might come out within the arena meta. However, right now, as of the Caramel Arrow update, that is how it's going to be. I just wanted to let you guys know and update you guys before the new cookie comes out, so that you guys can take advantage of the current meta before the actual season ends. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching once again. If you guys found it helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the like button, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you guys don't miss out on any future Cookie and Kingdom videos as well as live stream that I do on YouTube. And of course, because of the fact that there is the Dev Now presentation conference that is going to be taking place today, I will be going live later on so that we can watch that together, and I'll translate whatever I need to do if there is no English translation at all. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.